Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy, where we have DC news. This feels like a solo DC movie news, although it's not totally solo because it is totally solo, but I've been texting with the DC movie news guys all day today about this casting news because we officially got our Guy Gardner and Finn Wittrock, which honestly I'm actually really excited about. I've seen some mixed reactions online, but I am stoked for this. I think that the reasons for mixed reactions online are not anything to do with Finn Wittrock and are more to do with Guy Gardner, but that's okay by me, and we will talk about that why I'm okay about that here today, live at the Roxy. In less exciting news, that maybe the shittiest transition I ever had. Josh Duggar, maybe that's how you say his name. I didn't know who this reality star was, but I guess he was on one of those shows that's called like 19 Kids and Counting or something. I'll look up more details. He's considered a reality TV star. He was arrested on federal charges related to possession of child pornography. So that. And then also, as always, I love talking about TV, and I realized I haven't talked to you guys. I'm going to put my hair up while we're on the show. I haven't talked to you guys about television in a minute here, and I've been watching some really great TV. We haven't even gone over Handmaid's Tale. Florida on the Shore has been freaking awesome. I am caught up on The Circle. Why you guys aren't talking about The Circle is beyond me. So that plus some more for some TV time. I also need some recs from you guys. So that is what we are doing today live at the Roxy. And then I am getting out of here as I am preparing for Alex Damon's match tonight against Mike Kalinowski, speaking of DC movie news, and also have to run a few errands before the weekend. I hate how shit, and I understand that this is the way that this country works, but I hate how shit closes on the weekends that you can't do during the weekdays because you have work. Like I have to go to a notary today to get to sign something, and they're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and I work all of those hours. So it's so fucking frustrating. It's like the post office or anything, like the things that are open. Well, the post office has a little better hours, but the things that you need to do, like the bank or whatever, and they're closed on Sundays. And it's just like, but Sundays are the days that we have off so that we can go do things. But then I know that those people don't have that day off because there are people who work there too. So just, bitching and moaning, and it's, I spilled all over myself. I'm really, after 30 years of drinking, and I'm not talking about booze, I'm talking about like out of a can. You'd think I'd be better at it by now. Like how many times on this show am I like, well, I just spilled something? I feel like all the fucking time. By the way, if you drink LaCroix or sparkly water, this is my favorite flavor. It's cherry lime, and it's so fucking good. Don't know why it comes in this tall, skinny one instead of the normal one, but it just is what it is. So let's talk about all that. Plus, streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer and the super chat. Hopefully you guys show up in there because this past month we made 25% of what we made in the previous month, which was 50% of what we made in the previous month, which is these are not threats. These are facts. I am not going to be able to maintain doing this every day because I turn down work so that I can do this. And unfortunately, it's just not going to be the way that it is unless I make some major changes in my life. So hopefully this month has just been a fluke. I know everybody's hitting hard times too, but I want to continue doing the show for you guys as much as I can, but I can only do so much. So that is where we are at right now. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Oh, she's such a downer. Let's go into the Streamlabs and see what is going on in there. Like I said, streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer, seeing what's going on this April 30th. Can't even believe I'm saying those words, the April 30th part of that, because holy shit, is it bizarro that we are almost at the end of April. Like, we're almost at May. It's gonna be May. Starting in the Streamlabs with Glenn Caesar, who says, Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankerson, Jonathan Mattingly arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. All three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Hope today is the day. Justice for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. Hashtag say their names. Hello and good afternoon. Roxy Rocks, RJ Skittles, Chunk, GPS Misdirection, Silver the Elf, Zilla, Queen Badges, Dimples, Rocks Ratish, Schmodown, Modi. Well wishes and thanks for hanging out. Love to you, Grammy and Pablo. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you and yours. Be most excellent, RJ and Rockstars. Cheers to fuck yeah news, love, and laughter for us all in each of our days, our weeks, our months, and even our years. Let's go, Smets, and everyone fighting for today, tomorrow, and more. Hashtag smash cancer all day or a day. RJ and everyone who shows you up and gives their support whenever they can when it gets tough, even by yourselves. You're not alone. Everyone who's battling, keep on fighting. You're a winner. You're kind. You're smart. You're unique. Showing up for people who need it and want it makes you dope AF. Being so unselfishly loving, supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, makes you humane and worthy. Your story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Glenn. It's like, let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Is that the words? I didn't see Frozen until like a year ago. Wild. Adrian Bailey in the Streamlab says, hi, Roxy. You're looking more beautiful every day. That can't be true. Oh, but Adrian, you did write that before you saw me today, so maybe it is true. I have my birthday in 2 weeks. What? I'm hoping it'll be better than last year. I'm nervous about coming out as bisexual. Can you give me some advice? Thanks, world friends, for your love. Much respect and love. Adrian, great question. Talk to me about what you're nervous about. Are you nervous specifically about coming out to your family, to your friends, to your coworkers? Or is it not about specific people? Is it more about just saying it out loud? I think I'll be able to tailor my advice a little better if you tell me where your nerves are coming from. And I also think it's helpful to try to help identify where your nerves are coming from, because at least here on this show, we don't give a flying fuck. We don't care who you're into. Not that we don't care. We care because we care about you, but it doesn't matter to us. Boys, girls, non-binary people, all the people, none of the people, people of the people. As long as they are of age, that part we care about. But everything else, do your thing. So let us know. Jake Yakubetta in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider says hashtag Kalinowski for Hal, hashtag fuck Paul, hashtag I won't say the Pats suck. Yeah, we had a good draft yesterday. Hashtag Rockstars, hashtag. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate your support. Bo Jackson, the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider says, I know you don't watch a lot of animation. I know this, but I need you to watch Invincible because today, because it's Friday, you ain't go no job and you ain't got shit to do. That is so not true, Bo Jax. I literally been working since 6 a.m, have it nonstop been working after this, have to sprint over to the notary, then come back here, finish work, do the live event tonight for Schmodown. I mean, I'm working today. I'm working 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then I'm trying to get dinner with somebody at 9, but who knows if that's going to happen. But yeah, I'm working a 14-hour day. So when you say I ain't got shit to do, that's never, ever fucking true. But I do want to watch Invincible. And you said, shout out to Chris Tucker, but seriously, Rox, check out Invincible. I hear it's great. I know it got picked up for a second season. I will check it out for sure, especially because I love the Harley Quinn animated series, so people kind of relate it to that. Paul 3JP says, fam. It's Beautiful Friday. Ran this morning, working on getting some self-tapes for How I Met Your Father. We're getting after it over here. Hope you have a great rest of your days. P.S. Digging the hair. Shine on, bruv. Shine on, bruv. All right. Shine on, bruv, to you too, Apollo. PLD in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider says, daily affirmation, fuck Jake. Y'all are rude as fuck. Jeremy ATXC in the Streamlabs says, hello, lovely Roxy. Oh, thank you for the big support, Jeremy. I raised glass to the eyes that give me pause. One of the only times I enjoy catching my breath. Have you gotten rest? Love to the chat. It's very sweet. Barely. No. My cousin was in town last night, actually. He called me day of and was like, hey, I'm in town. Can we get dinner tonight? But I was working until 9. So you guys know I had that call back. I think it went really well, but we'll see what happens. And I was working until 9 on that, and then went with him to dinner late, and then came home and had like so many fucking emails to answer. So I was up till like 2. And like I said, I've been up since 6 dealing with shit. So I did get like 4 hours, doing my thing. It's actually really starting to get me though, because I can feel the lack of sleep. It's starting to make me pretty dizzy. But then all you got to do is eat, and then you feel not dizzy. It's the whole thing. Star Gonzalez with that big support. Fuck yeah, Star says, sending in some support for you. Much love to you, babe. Really appreciate you always, Star. You are so effing supportive all the time. You're the shit. Paul3JP in the streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider says, yo, also you mentioned TV. Caught the pilot of The Mosquito Coast on Apple TV. Surprisingly solid. Never watched The Leftovers, but Justin Theroux is a solid actor. I mean, you guys know The Leftovers like my favorite show after Friends. I'm obsessed with that show. I think it is a masterpiece. Justin Theroux is very solid. And I guess I'll have to check this out. I don't know shit about The Mosquito Coast. It's a weird name for a show. Also in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider, Adrian Bailey wrote back to us and said, hi, it's family and friends. I kept it to myself for 2 years. I tried to tell my mom. She didn't believe me. Much love, Roxy. Adrian, I always think it's so wild to hear from people saying that somebody doesn't believe them, because what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean you don't believe me about who I'm attracted to or into? It doesn't make sense when people are like, well, you're not bi, you're gay. What? No, I'm bi, I like both. Or they say, oh, well, you're not gay, you're straight. What? No, I'm exactly what it's hard enough to come out for people to be like, well, I don't believe you. Who the fuck would lie about that? Who the fuck would make that shit up? I feel like never in the history of anything has anybody made up the fact that they're bi. I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. So, this rat tail is really doing wonders on me. I think that if you're nervous because of that experience you had with your mom, that makes sense. But at the same time, remember, at the end of the day, you're the one who has to be able to look in the mirror yourself. And so it really is about self-love and care. And if your mom wants to be like that, then that's what she wants to be like. And hopefully other people in your life won't be like that. But at the same time, it's not about them. It's about you living your truth, you being able to wake up and know that in your body, you are as comfortable being there as possible. You can look in the mirror and feel proud of yourself and fulfilled. And you can say to yourself, I'm a bi person and I fucking love who I love, or I want who I want. And I don't really give a shit if man, woman, whatever you're into, that's just who you are. So I think that as long as you feel okay, which you should, because this world is such a weird place. What the fuck does it matter what genitalia somebody has and who you want? What the fuck does it matter to anybody else but you? Who you are fucking should be of concern to one person and one person only, and that's you. And I guess the other person would be the person you're fucking. Like that, or intimate with, or like, so I would try to keep yourself grounded. I get why you would be nervous, but if people aren't okay with it, then that's fucking their problem. You live your truth regardless of what the world around you thinks about that. And then always know that you have this place to come back to, because not a single person in here thinks that it's not okay for you to be bi. We all believe you. And one of the prerequisites for being in here is being okay with other people's life choices and who they love. So, people can either get on board or they can get the fuck out. Here's how it goes. Hopefully that's helpful, Adrian. Let us know. Still a tough position, and I'm sorry that you are stressed about it. Going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider, Hitman Hudson says, hello, Roxy. Hello, Hitman. I've been applying for part-time work, so that's exciting. Yay! What planned but not yet released TV show are you most excited for? For me, it's The Wheel of Time, the Silmarillion. What's the Silmarillion show? And What If? Also, you excited for Mac Jones? Yes, I'm excited for Mac Jones. I keep saying Mac Jones, as if it's Mike Jones, but it's not. I think he's going to be fucking great for us. Can't kind of believe that we got him, but is what it is. My brother's really excited too. My dad's really excited. Everybody in Boston was stoked. At least that who I talked to. The shows that I'm most excited for, well, one of them is actually Green Lantern, which we're going to be talking about soon. And then I'm really excited for a lot of my shows to return. I'm excited to see what the fuck this Lord of the Rings show is that's costing millions and millions hundreds of millions of dollars more than any other show has ever cost. She-Hulk, I'm pretty stoked about. Yeah, there's a lot of nerdy ones coming out that I'm really excited for. What's Damon Lindelof working on right now? Because whatever the answer to that is, that also. What is the Silmarillion? I've never even heard of that. Silmarillion. Whoa, joined by our own celebrity, Miss Movies. Hello, chat. Hello, Miss Movies. Happy to have you, dear. It's been a minute since you popped in. Miss Movies is looking forward to Loki. I can't even believe I didn't just name that one. I don't shut the fuck up about Loki, so why I didn't just talk about that is, oh, Lord of the Rings. Matt Link says, the Lord of the Rings, I believe, is the Silmarillion. Well, how much can I be looking forward to it if I don't even know the name of it? I'm more just looking forward to it because it's hundreds of millions of dollars. So what is it, you guys? How do you say it? Silmarillion? What is that? You guys know I'm not good at Lord of the Rings stuff. Oh, it's Tolkien. Okay, well, it's Tolkien's book. My bad. This is why I don't compete in inner geekdom things, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah! Better at managing than knowing her shit. Roxy Stryer, y'all. Going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. New guy says, hi, Roxy. Hi, new guy. Happy to have you. Bo Jackson, the Streamlabs, says, hi, Roxy. Did you see that Joe Rogan walked back / clarified his thoughts about getting vaccinated? I appreciate him taking that L because a lot of people blindly follow what he says. Also, my last message was a quote from Friday. I know you're super busy. Oh, what are you saying? Your last message was a quote from Friday. Because today it's Friday. You ain't got no job. Oh, that's sorry. My bad. Thanks, Bojax, for clarifying. I was really happy that Joe Rogan walked his step. Here's the thing. I fuck up on air all the time. I say dumb ass shit. You guys don't even know. I made one of the biggest fuck ups I ever made. Got ripped from the internet so fucking fast because that company was protecting me. And luckily it was a fuck up where I was talking about the Jews, which are my people. So if you're gonna fuck up, talk about your own people. But still what I said was insensitive as shit. And so I'm glad about that. But we all say dumb ass shit. We're on the internet all day. Those of us who are here, you guys know. I mean, I have consecutively filmed every day, whether it's live or not live, at this point for like 400 days. And I've been doing this for 11 years. So yeah, at some point I'm going to say some dumb shit. Like when my brain is exhausted, I'm going to say some dumb shit. Now, probably not going to say the dumb shit that Joe said because I know I'm not a doctor. And I think Bill Burr said it best. Like, we're not going to do this, man. We're not going to do this where we sit across from each other and bullshit and pretend. It's not the first time that Joe Rogan has said something that I thought was really stupid and insensitive. And it's probably not and if it was me, it wouldn't have been the first time that I said something stupid and insensitive. So I completely understand what it is to say the wrong thing. And I appreciate any broadcaster who's like, yeah, I fucked that up. Said the wrong thing. Of course, I care about other people. That wasn't the conversation I was having. Wasn't thinking about that. And I fucked up. So while it doesn't make him like my be all end all of hosts, I still think that it was the right thing to do to say that he did the wrong thing, especially because you are right. So many people, even though he's not a doctor, so many people go to Joe Rogan for their life advice. And the same way that people come to me, except a lot less people because he has millions of followers and I do not, I always try to say, and he did say this, he's not a fucking doctor. You guys should in no world be taking your medical advice from me, from Joe Rogan, from anybody who if you want medical advice, you need to talk to somebody with a medical degree. I always tell you guys, if you take advice, life advice from the people who are in positions you want to be in, or from the experts in that field. And so if you want to talk about making your own YouTube show and going live every day, I'm a good person to take advice from. If you want to talk about what we should do in terms of should we wear masks indoors now if it's 5 people or less and you're vaccinated, don't ask me. Talk to the WHO or the CDC or to Fauci because all I can do is relay what they say because I trust them and I trust science. But certainly don't go to people like us for your medical advice. I think Mormoth Haunts wrote something earlier. Mormoth, can you say it again? Sorry, I didn't get to your super chat in time and it went away and I fucked that up. See, it's easy to say you fuck something up. Redford Reddington says, did you hear about the religious stampede that killed 44 Jewish people in Israel? Really tragic stuff. I did. I don't know what to say. I feel like every single show, I mean, I thought about making the main topic of our show today, and then I thought about, I don't know what to do. Every single time I come on here, I feel like I'm telling you guys about more Jews dying, or more people disrespecting Jews, or more hate crimes, or more Holocaust deniers or references. So yeah, there were over 150 people hurt in the stampede. I think it was 45 Jews that died, that were literally crushed to death. So this was a terrible disaster that happened. Some of the people who were killed were kids, and it's a horrible story. It's a horrible story. So, yeah, yeah, just fucking awful. But this is not. It's not the same as me coming on here and talking about some of the hate crimes and things. But the story sucks. This sucks. I have nothing really to contribute other than the fact that there's just not that fucking many of us. So when 45 of us die, that is like a big chunk of Jews. I know that sounds crazy, but like, it's a lot of fucking people to lose. There's just not that fucking many of us. So, I mean, there's more than that, but there's still just, that sucks. It's horrible. I feel awful for the families and loved ones, and disasters suck. That sucks. Mormoth Han says, just saying goofy nonsense, Miss Beantown. Am I Miss Beantown? Okay. Appreciate you. Going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see what y'all are up to in here. All right, Evan Hooker says, hey, Roxy, if we're talking recommendations, I'd say you should definitely check out Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix, mostly animated, standalone mirror episodes that are kind of like Black Mirror. Oh, but you guys know I'm not great with animated, but also super unique. Second season is coming out May 14th. Love, Death, and Robots. I've definitely heard of it, but I don't know many people who are watching it. I'll have to look into it more, but I appreciate you. All right, I'm going to take more Streamlabs and Super Chats in a little bit, but I do want to switch over to talking about Guy Gardner. So get in your thoughts on that, guys, because yesterday I literally said on here, I feel like at DC Fandom, they've got to at least tell us which Green Lanterns they're going with and who's playing the Green Lanterns or something. And then we didn't have to wait till October. Finn Wittrock was cast as Guy Gardner like 12 hours later, which is wild. Now, I know a lot of people don't love Guy Gardner, and probably because he's such a dick, but I like this character a lot. I like him a lot. But in all fairness to me and to DC, I like Hal Jordan. I like Jon Stewart. I like Kyle Rayner. I like Guy Gardner. I think that the Green Lanterns are pretty fucking cool in general. So I like the Green Lanterns. I like just in general, I like their characters. I know that the reason they even started dabbling with Green Lanterns is because back in the 60s, they were Hal Jordan all day. But Hal Jordan wasn't selling very well at that point because Marvel was crushing in the cosmic universe. And so they needed to start switching things around, and they merged Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, with Green Arrow, and Green Arrow then became just a much more popular character. And whatever it was, they were like, what are we going to do with the lanterns? And so Guy Gardner was kind of created as like this backup. Like, okay, so let's see what's happening here. We need more Green Lanterns involved, and maybe like Guy, when Hal is incapacitated for some reason, Guy can kind of step in. And it's actually kind of the same reason that Jon Stewart ended up being created too, but as like Guy Gardner's replacement / backup then. And so I think that they all have distinctly different characteristics and personalities, but they also have a lot of the same abilities. And it's all about who the ring chooses and who's going to be the lantern. So for me, not only am I really excited about having a Guy Gardner on screen because he's multi-layered. Like, he's kind of a dick, but he's also really good at his job, if his job is being a lantern. And he is really, really interesting to watch and to read. So I think that he's a good choice, but I also know that there's no way that this is just a Guy Gardner show. There's no world in which we are just getting this Guy Gardner Green Lantern show. And so I think that, as we've talked about, it's going to be some kind of a buddy cop type of show, and that we are going to at least get Jon Stewart also, if not more than, and if there's many seasons, if not also Hal and Kyle, and, there's tons of lanterns. So I think that in a Green Lantern Corps show, you're going to have Green Lanterns, and Guy being one of them, because everybody's like, you're really going with Guy Gardner? But I think that it's just going to be, he's going to be one of either 2 or 3 or maybe 4. We don't know. And as the seasons go on, they, of course, are just going to continue to add people in. So I know there's also a lot of talk about people wanting David Ramsey, who played Diggle and Arrow, to be Jon Stewart. There is always that speculation that that's what was going on, as he was John, and there's been hints at it, more than hints. I think that would be really interesting. I don't know whether it would have to be a different Earth version of him or what, but that would be fun. I think David Ramsey is ridiculously talented, so he would make an excellent Jon Stewart. But there's a lot of actors who would. And then, so not only am I okay that we get Guy Gardner, not only do I like his character because he's just like kind of more pompous and a little shit sometimes, but then I also really like Finn Wittrock. And so for me, this was really good, really spot on casting, because a lot of times people throw out names for Guy Gardner that are clearly Hal Jordan people, and don't have that like snarkiness or that edge. And from what we have seen from Finn Wittrock, I believe that he's got that like layered appeal, and I get really excited for his involvement. In case you don't know him, he has been in a lot of different things, a lot of huge movies like La La Land, or Unbroken, or The Big Short, but he also was in American Horror Story for like 30 episodes, 29 episodes. And he was in Ratchet, which a lot of people didn't like, but he's really, really talented in it. He's in Judy, which I fucking loved. Judy was the jam. The Last Black Man in San Francisco, If Beale Street Could Talk. He obviously is really well liked and respected, at least so far in his career, because kid books left and right, and rightfully so. He's really, really good. Masters of Sex. He was he was 119 episodes, All My Children. I didn't even know that. Wow. And you guys know how I feel about All My Children. So many people get their start in soaps. It is awesome. So he's good. He's really good. He's talented. And to put him in the center of this, it also makes me think that they have other plans for Green Lantern, because he does do a lot of movies, although he does television as well. This is a face that can be on the big screen. There's some faces that it feels like that's still a small screen face. There's some people who have that like personality and look that you're like, oh, that can be a big screen person. And he is one of those people. So maybe there is intentions of bringing HBO Max shows that do well or that are popular into the DCEU. We obviously need a Green Lantern or several Green Lanterns in our Justice Leagues if we're ever doing any kind of, I say Justice Leagues like as if there's going to be multiple movies. Who knows if we're ever going to fucking get there, but just long-term dreaming. It's nice to bring in actors that are of this caliber, which, not to say anything against the CW shows, because you guys know I love those shows. And like before Melissa Benoist was before she was Supergirl, yes, she was on Glee, but she was also the female lead of Whiplash. Not that she had a huge role, but still, it was a big enough role, and she is definitely like a movie caliber actress. So it's not to say that the CW actors and actresses can't be on the big screen. We've seen Stephen Amell there as well, of course, But sometimes when you're casting for those CW shows, it's a very specific type. And that's a type that you don't often see in movies as much. It's why even like Anina Dobrev, she is the star of Vampire Diaries. She is one of the biggest celebrities on the planet, but we haven't seen her movie career take off because she's a very specific type. And so I think it's nice that they cast somebody who is a movie and TV actor so that hopefully we could see him in the universe as well. And we can try to combine things if that's the direction that we go in. So I kind of like that decision. So for all these reasons, I'm down with Finn Wittrock. Also, that name, Finn Wittrock, you're supposed to be a star if you have that name. How do you guys feel? Let me know. Are you excited about this casting? Are you excited to see Guy Gardner? Do you not want to see Guy Gardner? What other Green Lanterns do you think will be involved? Do you think we're going to get casting for them pretty soon? Because this came out, it's coming in hot. Would love to hear from you guys. Unrelated to that, let's go back to the Streamlabs and see what you guys were talking about in there, or maybe related to that. We'll see what you say. Streamlabs.com/Roxy I mentioned it before. Oh, sorry. This is coming from Bojax. All right. I mentioned it before, but I also suggest Mayor of Easttown. Yeah, people are saying this. 2 episodes in, and I'm enthralled. Also, I'm 3 episodes into Shadow and Bone, and it's okay so far. Yeah, the first one I've heard good things about. The second one I haven't heard much about. So interesting, Bojax. Thanks for the Rex. Jake Yakoveta says, to Adrian, Kyle, and everyone else who struggle with being who they are, be true to yourself. That's all that really matters. If people don't accept it, then it's their problem. Also, daily affirmation, Paul can eat a dick, but that's okay. Paul can eat a dick, but that is okay, Jake. That is okay. Jake, you don't even like chocolate, and you ate a full-blown chocolate dick. For those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, that is not a euphemism. He was sent by Brandy a chocolate penis, and he ate every bite of it. And that, love is love. Love is love. Mark, Jason, Ali in the Streamlabs for that big support. Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys for showing out for me today. It means the world to me. Mark says, hi, Rox. How's it all going? How's Grammy and Popo? I don't know who Finn is, but maybe HBO will do a better job with Green Lantern than the WB trash film. I don't think they could do much worse. So I don't like reality TV, so I don't watch The Circle. Cruel Summer is a good show. Very intriguing. Wow, you guys are watching a lot of things that I don't watch. Dude, even though you don't like reality TV, The Circle is interesting as fuck. Maybe you should get on that. Get on that life. Matt Link in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Star says, hi, Roxy. As always, hoping for the best for you, and no one works harder than you. I know great things are around the bend. Thank you for bringing such a light and positive space for us to visit. Let's have May be a great month for you. Keep rocking on. From your mouth to the universe's ears. Let's have May be a great month for us, the rock stars. Like, it's May, baby. Let's have the summer be fucking awesome for us. Hot rock star summer. You dig? Bojack says in the Streamlabs, did you have a chance to watch Without Remorse? Sounds like it doesn't live up to expectations, but I'll watch it anyway because of Michael B. Jordan. Also started watching Gangs of London on AMC, and it's good and brutal. Classic Gareth Evans violence. No, I have not watched Without Remorse. I will say, though, I have a friend who was producing some kind of like premiere situation for it. And Winston was able to, then I connected him to Winston, and Winston apparently crushed it. So that makes me excited. I love Michael B., so I'll probably check it out, but I still haven't even seen Mortal Kombat yet. So I'm super duper behind. I got a lot of watching to do. Little time, a lot of watching, which I will work on. Mormoth Hans from earlier in the super chat says, what about Baz and Jessica Cruz? Oh, we're talking Green Lanterns. Listen, I think that there's room for everybody. Like, it's a whole Green Lantern show. On The Flash, if you just take The Flash, we started with Barry Allen, and then we saw 5,000 other speedsters. Wally West was on the show for a long time. Jesse Quick was on the show. We had the Speed Force living in his mom. I mean, we've seen a lot of different Flashes, or at least speedster villains. So, and that's a show that isn't based around a team of Flashes. This is Green Lantern Corps movie. So, yeah, we're getting Bart Allen. Like, this is a core movie and show, excuse me. And so I believe that at the core, my theory is that this is going to be a Guy Gardner, Jon Stewart team up show, in which maybe in season 2, we could absolutely get a Jessica Cruz, or maybe in season 3, it's the big life that we bring into the show. There's Hal, or maybe Hal is in a couple episodes a season. I definitely think that we are going to be getting all of them, because why would you do a Green Lantern core show and not show all of them at some time? So yeah, definitely. I think we're going to be getting all the people, and so for the people who don't like Guy, I get it. If that's not your lantern, that's not your lantern. I'm not sitting here telling you guys of all the lanterns, he's my lantern. I don't actually know who is my favorite of the Green Lanterns, but it's not about like that person. So it's going to be a core movie. So I think that they're going to do a lot with it. Thunder God Kyra says she ain't listening. LOL. Why am I not listening? I feel like I'm listening. Thunder God, you're not a troll. You're always in here and you're great. So I know you're not trolling me, but what am I not listening to? Thunder God Kyra, let me know. I feel like I am. I feel like I am listening. I always do my best to listen. You tell me. Matthew Wilt says Ryan Reynolds, JK. Bruce Banner says, I'm just happy we're going to get a Green Lantern Corps. Same. Absolutely. Daniel says, actually, now that you bring up Nina Dobrev, at some point I saw her for Zatanna. I didn't see that, but I don't see it. Wait, we already know the Green Lanterns are confirmed for the show, Roxy. That's what I'm saying. Thunder God, that's what I said. That they're all going to be in it. We just don't know when and how and where, but it's a core movie. Thunder God, maybe you're not listening, honey. It's literally exactly what I said. I said, for the people who are worried that this is just going to be Guy Gardner, it's not. That we are going to get Cruz. That they're bringing them all in. I just think that might be like depending on when. Thunder God, I don't know. Don't at me. Don't at me, Thunder God. Thunder God. Dun, 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 dun. All right, going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see what's going on in here. Pink Sweet says, OMG, hi, big fan, LOL. Pink Sweets, you're the best. So if you were cast in a buddy cop type movie, who in the Schmodown would you like to be your co-star, Steph? I like the chemistry you and Shannon have, so I vote her. Have a good day. If Steph counts, then Steph. If not, then Winston. Because Winston all day, every day. If I could be in some kind of a buddy cop movie with Winston, that would be the best movie ever. Ever. Oh, it would be so fun. Shannon's great too, and she's a great actress as well. But I feel like we're less Schmodown, Shannon and Rox are less buddies and are more frenemies. Nope, just maybe enemies. Thunder God. Ugh, whatever. Thunder God, you're cracking me the fuck up today. What's ugh, whatever. What? Ugh, that I said what was happening? What? But yeah, my vote is for me and Winston. Leonard Kim says, hey, Dimple Tits, I hope you're doing awesome. I am hyped that there's progress on Green Lantern, although I know nothing about Guy Gardner. If you get a chance, I recommend Shadow and Bone. Wow, so some of you guys do recommend it. And Big Shot on Disney Plus, Digging the Bun. I don't know Big Shot, but I am fucking watching. Speaking of things I'm watching. Mighty Ducks. Oh, it's so good. So good. So good. It's so good. So good. For people who aren't watching it, it's so much fun. A new guy says, I've never been super interested in individual Green Lanterns outside of Justice Leagues. Wow, that's interesting. But I do think that at some point we're going to have a Green Lantern in the Justice League. So when there is a Green Lantern, so I mean, when there is a Justice League, because we're getting Green Lantern, I think that will all kind of make sense. I think we'll see, but maybe I'm not listening again. Bojack says, from my understanding, Jessica, Guy, Baz. I actually never know when I say Simon's name. I go back and forth between Baz and Baz. And Alan Scott are confirmed for the series, and they're saying Hal and John for the movie, saving Hal and John for the movies. That might be true. But I don't think that Hal and John are never going to show up in the shows, is what I'm saying. You really think that they're not going to make this John? Yeah, they might save that. That would be tough, though. If this is Buddy Cop, if this is core and we don't get to see John at all and he's completely saved, which they do sometimes. And in that case, Thunder God is correct. If they're not using John here, then I have been avoiding hearing that. Because that's the one thing that I feel like, come on, you're going to give us Guy. But it would be cool to have Guy, Jessica. I mean, a lot of these are really cool. I want John. I want John. I want him now. So that's how I feel. Going back to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Lady Dog. Brandy said, oh, with that big support. Thanks, Lady Dog. Just showing some love. XOXO. And yes, Jake did eat some of the chocolate dick I sent him. LOL. Love is love. Y'all are fucking funny today. Appreciate that. Jimmy Nails in the house in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/HoxleyStress is another thing where I am apparently in the minority. I love Guy. SP much, maybe so much. I even cosplay him. That makes sense because he's great. The fact that he's street tough endears me to him totally. Also, for what it's worth, Love, Death, and Robots is my favorite new show in recent memory. Wow. So y'all are watching a bunch of different TV than I am. So right now, what I've been watching, wait, hold on. Let me go into the Streamlabs first. Thundergoat says that's literally what I said earlier. I'm not seeing the same thing for you guys that John's definitely not going to be in the show. I'm not seeing that. Don't at me, Thunder God. Don't at me. Bring that heat. Bring that facts. I think he's going to be in the show, but maybe I could be dead ass wrong about that. The shows that I'm watching right now on Netflix, I just finished Community. You guys know I liked it a lot. I don't think it's up to par with like The Office and 30 Rock and Parks and Rec, but I think it was pretty funny. Then I'm caught up with The Circle on Netflix, and then I also finished Teenage Bounty Hunters, which was the best fucking show. I can't believe it's canceled. So upset about it. The Circle, I think we have the finale. Like, there's only one more chunk. They're releasing it. Netflix doesn't do this often, but they're releasing it in chunks once a week, 4 episodes. And that's been kind of wild. So that's what I'm watching there on Disney Plus. Obviously, I'm watching all of the Marvel and all of the Star Wars series. But then I'm also watching Mighty Ducks, which is so wholesome and fucking cute. I cannot recommend it enough, especially if you guys have like niece, nephew, kids, don't like to watch like sex scenes with your grandparents or whatever. This is the show. It's so sweet. It's just really, really cute. So I really love it. I got Bad Batch in my Disney. They just sent me those episodes this week, but I don't know that I'm going to watch because I didn't watch Clone Wars or Rebels, and apparently that is going to make it so that Bad Batch doesn't make jack shit sense for me. So I don't know that I'm going to check it out, but it's sitting there in my queue, so maybe. And then in terms of on Hulu, obviously I'm obsessed with Handmaid's Tale. I told you guys that I binged all 3 episodes in one night. I can't believe I have to wait until Wednesday for there to be more episodes. My brother and I are in disagreement. He says that season 1 was the best season of television that's ever been, but it's been downhill from there. I still love the show. It is frustrating because we do put our lead character in predicaments over and over and over again, and just to watch somebody get tortured as much as we watch her get tortured is really tough. But we're in disagreement because I loved the 3rd episode of this, and my brother was like, what are you talking about? But I like where it left off and where I think we're going this season. I just want vengeance. And so I'm really hoping that the show gives us that desperately, because it's just like, I want to fuck some people up. I want to fuck some people up on Handmaid's Tale. That show is the best show on TV, though, hands down. It's really, really good. And then on network television, I'm watching This Is Us and Grey's Anatomy, which I'm always watching. I know that a lot of you guys don't like This Is Us because you find it to be emotionally manipulative, but I think this season has done a really good job of dealing with not only COVID and quarantine and all that stuff, but also BLM and the protests. I mean, of the three siblings on the show, one of them is Black. And so obviously to avoid the topic would be ridiculous. And to be talking about like how this is affecting him now and being adopted and all that stuff. I think that they have done a really good job with it. So I definitely am really liking that show this season. And Grey's Anatomy is always great. And them watching healthcare people deal with this during this time. I think that's really awesome as well. And then I think that kind of wraps me up for my weekly show watchings right now. So I am looking to bring on a new sitcom. If you guys have anything funny, because I would like something really funny, or just like a bomb ass fucking show. Not and. It's got to be an and. Ryan Payne says the Bad Batch only show up in the first 4 episodes of Clone Wars 7th season. You don't need to watch the whole series. So what I would need to watch the Clone Wars 7th season, the 4 episodes, or do you think I would just understand it? I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to ask for. You guys let me know. And give me Rex, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What are you guys watching? What are you not? Robert Turner says, not a fan of Guy in the Streamlabs. Would love John and Jessica Rock receive the spotlight. John and Jessica, yeah, that would be cool. Also, Castlevania Season 4 and Lucifer Season 5B, I look forward to in May. Oh, Lucifer's coming back. Lucifer's coming back in May. Fuck yeah, you guys know I love that show. God, I love Lucifer. Oh, sorry, to round out my list, I'm also still watching Flash and Supergirl, both of which I think are not particularly good right now. And I'm really stoked for Lois and Clark to come back. That's not what it's called. Superman and Lois to come back. That's coming back in, I think, 3 weeks. And I am loving that show. But yeah, Supergirl and Flash right now are fucking tough to get through. And Black Lightning, they're tough right now. I mean, you can tell that they've been around for a minute. They're tough. And Supergirl right now, she's not even on she's in the Phantom Zone. So she's not even like part of her crew. And yeah, it's just kind of wolf city, even though I still watch because you guys know I love DC. Mormoth Han says, have you done the IT crowd yet? I think that's how it's pronounced, right? Or is it the it? I think it's IT. No, but a lot of people have told me to. So maybe I should. All right, y'all. Let me know any of your other thoughts. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What TV shows should your girl Rox be watching? What is good that's on right now? Whether it's a binge that you went back for or something that is brand ass new. Let's move on. The other thing I want to talk about, I actually really don't want to talk about this at all, but I'm going to, is Josh Duggar. Do no gooder. Oh boy. The reason I talk about this stuff is just because, like, how are you going to not? I guess it's just, but sometimes I don't because it's so fucking upsetting. But like, anybody who's found with child pornography should immediately have their dick cut off. Like, or their vagina. It's so disturbing to me that you could be charged with receiving and possessing child pornography. But he is pleading not guilty. And so I need to put my like innocent until proven guilty, but not really, because he's facing up to 20 years in prison if he's convicted. And like, if he has, also, by the way, like days ago, his wife announced her pregnancy. Just fucking disgusting. This is coming from USA Today. It says 19 kids and counting star Josh Duggar arrested, indicted on child pornography charges. Former 19 kids and counting star Josh Duggar has been indicted on charges of receiving and possessing child pornography. A federal grand jury in the Western District of Arkansas indicted Duggar, alleging that in 2019 he knowingly received images of children under the age of 12. The former TLC star has been charged on 2 counts of pertaining to child pornography. According to a press release from the United States Attorney's Office, Duggar could face up to 20 years in prison and fines of $250,000 on each count. Quote, Duggar allegedly possessed this material, some of which depicts the sexual abuse of children, end quote. The press release said the case is being prosecuted in part by National Initiative Project Safe Childhood, a program started in 2006 by the Department of Justice to protect children from sexual exploitation and abuse. Duggar was arrested in the United States Marshal Service, according to online government records, and booked into jail on Thursday afternoon, which was yesterday, in Washington County, Arkansas. USA Today reached out to the Office of Magistrate Judge Mark E. Ford and Homeland Security Investigations for comment. Duggar's parents, Jim and Michelle, released a joint statement on Friday afternoon today, and this is what the statement said, quote, the accusations brought against Joshua today are very serious. It is our prayer that the truth, no matter what it is, will come to light and that this will all be resolved in a timely manner. We love Josh and Anna and continue to pray for their family. End quote. That's an interesting quote for parents to write about somebody. If these accusations came towards me, the statement my dad would release would be, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. In no fucking world, there's no fucking way. Y'all fucked up because there's no fucking way. So the fact that his parents are like, no matter what the truth is, we hope it comes to light. It's like, ew. I mean, that is what they should hope that it comes to light. But for them to be like, whatever it is, we hope it comes out. That is not like what parents who believe their kid. So then another quote from his sister said, we just heard about it yesterday. It is sad. So he's saying not guilty, but his parents are saying no matter what, we hope it comes to light. And his sister's saying it's sad. So ew, and more ew, and fucking disgusting ew, and anybody into child porn. You guys know on the show, as we talk about all the time, love is love. I wholeheartedly believe that you are able to love. If you are a man, you can love a man. If you are a woman, you can love a woman. You can love people who are trans or different ethnicities than you or religions or what the fuck ever. Love is love. There's millions and billions of options for people. Except when people are underage and then love is not love. That is fucking disgusting. And your dick should be chopped the fuck off. Because, ew. And if you are having a child, another child, I pray to fucking God that your kids are okay. And that you didn't fucking go near them. Ugh. Apparently, TLC canceled 19 Kids and Counting in 2015 following a sexual abuse scandal involving Josh, who later admitted to a porn addiction and cheating on his wife in the series. I didn't know about any of that. Ugh. So, I'm not even going to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on this? Because if you are in this chat, you certainly feel the same way that I do, which is that, ew, let's get to fucking trial as quick as possible, because if he is guilty, he should spend the whole 20 years and the $500,000 for the 2 counts. Because if that's the most we can give him, then that's the fucking most that we give him. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Get in your last minute Streamlabs as we are getting out of here in the next few minutes. In the Streamlabs, Jeremy says, The Nevers on HBO Max is pretty good, even though it's associated with Joss Whedon. Castlevania Season 4 is coming in May. The second season of For All Mankind on Apple TV is really good. Oh, I didn't watch this first season For All Mankind. I'm not watching The Nevers. I just don't want to, because I know Joss was no longer associated, but just because I just don't want to. Just, icky feeling. Wow, Brandy says, Roxy, he molested 2 of his sisters. Oh, fucking God. I mean, get him the fuck out. Just no. No for all of the reasons. I mean, this man clearly repeat. Just no. All right, I am getting out of here. So if you have any last minute comments, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Mark says, end on a happy note. Cena says, can we end on a happy note? Okay, to end on a happy note, I don't know what's going to happen for the thing that I auditioned for, but I did have my 3rd audition last night. I think it went really well. The person doing the audition with me, person in the room seemed to really, or digital room seemed to really like me. It's not up to him though, because it's up to the producers, but I think it went really well. If I did end up getting it, then I would be shooting in Ohio for the first 2 weeks of August. So I would have to figure out what that would look like for us. But the point is that I am really excited and proud of myself that I made it that far and there was that many people and that they like me, and that regardless, I did everything that I could to get to where I am. It's going to be very, very challenging because if I do get it, which I hope that I do, because to be able to shoot a movie and have that, and it's a movie that I love the script for and all of that, would be really fucking great. But because it is a low budget SAG movie, this is something that I don't know if you guys know this, but legally you are allowed to do this via SAG because of the budget of the film. It is a deferred payment movie, which means that the actors only get paid if and when the movie is distributed or sold. And so that's always very challenging because it will be like 2 weeks of nonstop work in which you might never and most likely never do see a dollar from. But it's my dream. And so I'm really proud of myself, putting myself in the position that hopefully that I can, be performing and all of that stuff. This happens to actors all the time. This is kind of the way that it is in the industry, where when you're coming up and working on indies, you really put a lot of faith and a lot of eggs in baskets that are difficult. So it will be a good problem to have, but still we'll cross that bridge when it comes. But yeah, the good note to end on is that I worked my ass off for it. And there was pages after pages, and I think I really did a good job taking notes. So even if I don't get it, at least I feel really good about the performance that I gave and my ability to perform under a short amount of time and a lot of pressure. So yeah. Also on a good note, please watch Alex Damon tonight. He is a fucking champion stud. I hope that goes our way. But again, regardless, I'm so proud of him and everything he's done. So those are some good notes, right, y'all? Did I lift up the spirits of the show at the end? Thank you guys for saying we need to end on a good note. We always need to end on a good note. A couple more Streamlabs to go through. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Jake Yacovetta says, here's your happy note. Much love to all the rock stars. Thank you for being here every day. And this community is amazing. And fuck Paul. Thanks, Jake. Glenn Caesar says, happy Friday evening and Saturday, rock stars. Roxy's the best. Roxy number one. Happy Roxy days. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you to all of you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. I will be back on Sunday. Tomorrow, I'm going to work in the morning, and then I'm going to go to the beach, bitch. You're not a bitch. I'm just excited. I'm going to go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. I'm just excited because I live in LA and I never fucking go to the beach. And I'm going to go to the beach. Steph and I are going to go to the beach. We don't know exactly what. Hopefully Dee can come. She is not feeling great after her vaccination, but we're going to try to drag her there. And we are going to fucking get our beach on. So I hope that you guys are finding something this weekend. One little thing at least that brings you joy and happiness that you get to do. It will be really exciting if we get to actually make it there. All the energy going towards that. And I'll be back here on Sunday. And actually, we did decide on our Sunday show, I believe, for the World Girls, where we'll be at night. But I don't know that I can tell you it yet. Do you hear that I can tell you it yet? I don't know that I can, but it's a good one. I'm really excited about it. So anyway, check me out live at the Roxy Sunday, and then World Girl wind down Sunday night. Much love to you guys. Make your beds. Hopefully you already made it. Put down the toilet seat and the lid. We don't want those flumes. Blow on your internet. You always got to make sure that's how you check your internet. We all know this. Brett, Miles, Jonathan. Actually, I feel like I should give them one combined name. I think that name, the combined name, if you take Brett, Miles, and Jonathan and you combine it, you get piece of shit. Piece of shit to arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. All three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Don't tremble with the Holocaust. Much love and support to all the families of the Jews that were fucking stampeded to death. It was horrible. You guys said to end on a happy note. Fuck, I fucked that up again. And much love to you guys also. Appreciate you. And thank you for all the support today. The Streamlabs and Super Chats, it really does help. And thanks for hearing me on that, guys. You are awesome. I love you a lot. And stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you Sunday live at the Roxy.